Hey, everybody coming to you from Oracle Park, where the Giants lose 3-2 in Rafael Devers' debut for the team. But he was 2 for 5, had an RBI double, hit it 111.4 miles per hour, which is something that not a lot of Giants can do. And the way he was swinging, I think we're going to see a lot of that. Obviously, I don't know if I've seen a Giant in recent years who takes bigger swings than that. Looked like he wanted to hit one 200 yards into the Cove on his first night in San Francisco, and when he connects, I think he will. But 2 for 5 the first night, a couple strikeouts, single in the ninth inning that helped get the Giants tying run into scoring position. Felt for a moment there like there might be a really special moment for him in his Giants debut, but ultimately they leave the bases loaded against Cleveland and tough loss in his first game. But it was for me like one of the most surreal days I've experienced here. I've covered this team full time since 2012. I can't remember a day quite like this one. It's the middle of the season, it's June 17th, and they have smoke machines set up for a new player, a press conference on the club level that the entire team attends. It was a really strange day in a lot of ways. It was a day you would expect on December 17th, but even then, like it wouldn't have been this big. I mean, they had extra chairs set up because there was that much media that came. There were people here that I'm not kidding, I have not seen here for years. Like have not seen for years. And they chose a great night. There was free pizza in the press box. So they chose a very lucky night to come here. It's not like that most nights. But yeah, people I haven't seen for years, some Red Sox writers who flew here 3 days ahead of the team so they could be here for the Devers stuff. It was a big deal. It was strange in some ways too. I think there were some boos the first time a Boston question came up in the press conference, which was funny. It was Giants employees who were booing the reporter. I didn't make a whole lot of sense because the reason he's here is because it fell apart in Boston. So that is all relevant stuff. But anyway, it's a real day here at Oracle Park, the kind of day they've been waiting for years. I mean, that was the same podium that they had set up for Carlos Correa. We know how that happened. They would have done something just as big for Aaron Judge, probably bigger for Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani, but they didn't have those opportunities. So they did have that opportunity today. They really rolled out the red carpet. He seemed to enjoy it. He was very happy. Go listen to the Giants Talk podcast. He was on it. He's on Wednesday mornings episode. Him and team chairman Greg Johnson, who's obviously the majority owner here. Or part of the majority stake of ownership. Yeah, Giants talk, Rafael Devers and Greg Johnson and Rafael. The last thing I asked him, I'm like, what do people need to know about you? And he basically was just like, I'm happy to be here. I'm just really happy in general. So I think he had a smile on his face the entire day. Some interesting things we saw today, other than everything I just mentioned. Right away, takes grounders at first base. Now, he did not want to play first base in Boston. That's part of the reason he's here. Tristan Casas got hurt. He didn't want to play first. He's a Giant because of it. And day one, he's taking grounders, which I think across the country had to feel pretty tough. I saw some tweets from notable Red Sox fans and media think that was tough for them to see. And the fact that he came here and told Bob Melvin right away, I will play anywhere you want me to play. That is not the way it went down in Boston. I think it does tell you the communication here is important to the Giants and something that will they think will help him succeed here. But really an interesting first day for him to come in here and take grounders at first. He will DH for now. They're going to get him some reps at first, see how he looks. Long term, they'll figure out what to do. Bryce Eldridge will continue to play first base, same development plan for him. A little bit less pressure. They don't need him to save him in the second half, which 2, 3 weeks ago it looked like they might need him to do that. He can develop the right way, and I talked to some Giants people today. That's the plan. I mean, there's no pressure on him right now. Go and play every day in AAA and get better at first base. And their plan is to get Devers some reps at first, get him mostly time at DH this year, and then the offseason they'll reevaluate and see where they're at with Eldridge and Devers. But one important thing today, Buster Posey said, "Look, I did tell this guy our top prospect is a first baseman. He's probably the first baseman long term, but." They will figure that out as they go along. All of a sudden, a nice problem to have for a team that 2 weeks ago really rough times at first base, and they don't even know what to do with Dominic Smith and Wilmer Flores. Wilmer came off the bench today in a big spot, which is kind of how they want to use him. But he will play first base in the series as well, and Smith and Flores, both of them, first base, some DH time, some pinch hit at bats, but. All of a sudden, some depth over there, which is nice for the Giants, and they look forward to taking advantage of that. But I think the Eldridge question is a key one. Speaking of Eldridge, um, talked to some people today, wrote about this tonight. The story's on NBC Sports Bay Area, kind of behind the scenes of how this trade went down. starting a month ago. The first ask from the Red Sox was for Bryce Eldridge, of course, and Buster Posey was like, "Nope, absolutely not, not even discussing him." So a non-starter for him. So that story is on our website right now. Go back and read about how this all started. But it was interesting. A month ago, Buster had to talk to the Red Sox about something else, something very minor, and he texted Zach Manassian, the general manager, Jeremy Shelley, the assistant general manager, two guys who have been in this game a long time, have a group chat, obviously, with those three. And Buster texted them and said, "Should I ask about Devers?" And they both pressed down, hit the thumbs up emoji, and off they went. And at times it was Zach talking to his counterparts in Boston. At times it was Greg Johnson talking to members of the ownership group in Boston and pushing them. And really that the message they conveyed the whole time was that Buster really wants to get this done. He is serious about this. And the other message, a really interesting one, I think, and Greg told me this on the interview that's on the podcast. They were like, this has to be done early. This can't go to the trade deadline. They didn't want to be part of a bidding war at the deadline. They wanted this to get done early and wanted to have Rafael Devers here. Obviously, that has the greatest impact. From Boston's side, they clearly just wanted to be done with this. So this kind of ends it early and allows them to move on with their season, saves them quite a bit of money as well, which seems like a big deal to Boston for whatever reason. The Red Sox are trying to save money all the time. But yeah, so some behind the scenes details there on our website about how this all went down. But I thought that part was really interesting, and everyone's kind of made the Luka Doncic comparison. For me, that's where this is most relevant. You know, the Lakers were very adamant behind the scenes, like this has to stay quiet. This can't turn into a bidding war. This was all reported afterwards. This has to be something that it's just us talking about, and we don't want this to get out, obviously. And it happened, and it shocked everybody. And the Giants kind of did the same thing. They kept it really, really, really quiet. Nobody knew until Sunday afternoon. This trade, the paperwork went through at 3:58 p.m. on Sunday, like 7 minutes, that 10 minutes before first pitch there at Dodger Stadium. And it was a bombshell. And they kept it quiet, and the Red Sox kept it quiet on their end as well. They didn't want this to get into the papers. It would have been a huge deal, obviously, in Boston. It would have turned into a big thing around baseball. Devers has dealt with that twice already this year with the Bregman stuff and the first base stuff. So everyone kept it quiet, and I think that really benefited the Giants, keeping it quiet and pushing them really hard to get this done in June, because deals like this don't happen in June. And if they'd gone to July, I think they have a sense that they might have gotten outbid, or they wouldn't have been the ones to come away with Devers in the end. But this deal got done in June. It led to an absolutely insane day at Oracle Park. 36,222 fans here on a Tuesday night. Quite a few of them wearing number 16 already. So a crazy day, loud crowd. Did not work out on night one, but I think this was everything they expected and more from day one with Rafael Devers.